What's going down? TK coming at you, and this is pretty straight to the point and pretty direct. You guys are gonna have to forgive me because lately I haven't felt very good. You know, when you receive a lot of negative energy, it weighs on your spirit, and I haven't elevated to the point where you have a shield and you deflect negative energy off of you where it doesn't affect you at all. That's a higher level of vibration that I've yet to acquire. But, you know, people always talk about change. And in that talk, they never have any action. So as if they don't want change, they just want a grandstand. And when you actually point out their fallacies and try to hold their feet to the fire, they attack you. You know, because it further points out their true motivation in terms of direction. Because, you know, there is a system for personal empowerment because of the fact that when you talk about economics, when you talk about poverty, when you talk about changing somebody's life, when you talk about doing something positive, when your intent is to change people's reality, to actually give them something instead of taking something away. When all of those things are your focus, and that's where your heart is grounded, there's a different action and there's a different process. So if you point out the process of alternative money, and forgive my passion, because every time you're freaking passionate about something, people look at it as if you're negative. When you can be excited about the importance of helping and the severity in offering real change. Because I've been there in my life, and that's another reason why I'm as passionate as I am. You see, because I'm getting off key here, and I'm gonna come back to key, but I just want to point out the fact as a point of reference for my passion. I've been thrown away, thrown in the trash, and people have written me off for dead. I was supposed to spend 360 years in prison, and everybody felt like my personality deserved it. So I know what it feels like to have nothing, to everybody to offer you nothing, and to offer somebody something real and not some grandstanding talk that has no foundation to it other than to seek attention. So getting back on key, when you talk about financial empowerment and you talk about offering someone something that is real, that can change their atmosphere, their environment, their life, open a door for them that is a powerful door that they otherwise would not have access to. When you talk about that and you realize that there are alternative payment systems other than the US dollar. Okay, there's multiple forms of fiat currency. Every government in the world has their own form of paper money. That's not what I'm referring to. That's not what I'm referring to. What I'm talking about is that other than fiat currency, they are two different forms of money. There are two other forms of money outside of fiat currency. Now, when you mention that to people, they shut their ears off and they don't listen. So, okay, if the alternate forms of money can empower you financially because it's a more superior form of commerce, then why would you not implement it into your life? Let's also talk about implementing alternate forms of currency within a system that's pre-built, like a mega church. Because I said this before, I've said it 1,000 times before, and it's always ill-received. So I'm going to put this out there again because some people now are openly talking about it. But it had to be, I don't know what the time frame is. It was around the time that Patti LaBelle's went viral. I did another video, which I reposted, but I did another video that talked about a financial empowerment movement going viral and us as the biggest consumer base on the planet, us being African Americans, to focus our energy and focus our attention on making a private monetary system go viral. And if we was to take a mega church organization that has a pre-built system of God knows how many people that has its own micro economy within the church, when you talk about mega churches, that is its own economy, because within one weekend, they make the same amount of money that a movie in Hollywood makes, or the same amount of money that a person within the record industry makes when they release an album. That money is siphoned out of the black community the same way through a mega church, because it doesn't empower you to give the movie industry $10 to go watch that movie. It doesn't help you financially. It doesn't empower you to give however much you give on that Sunday to the mega church, and it doesn't change your economics. But what I suggested was shifting the paradigm and actually participating in an individual payment system that does compensate you for getting other people involved. Here's an avocation for alternate money outside of fiat. The two other alternate payment systems actually pay you a commission. You don't have to get a job to make money. All you have to get is the ability to speak to someone else to spend money on this payment system, and then your efforts pay you a commission. So you don't need a job. You just need the ability to talk to someone else and encourage them to spend money within the alternate forms of payment systems. And then your efforts are rewarded with a commission. So this is what I'm getting to. I'm getting to the point where if you was to take a leverage-based payment system and you apply it to a pre-built microeconomy like a MAO, that it will empower financially and change the lives of everybody who participated. Now, again, forgive my passion, because again, whenever you get passionate about somebody or about something, everybody goes, ah, and gets all freaking scared. But the passion comes from true desire to help. The passion comes from the fact that this is not only life-changing, this is poverty eradication. If you was to apply a leverage-based payment system to any pre-built MAO, it will financially empower everyone who participated. I don't know how to better say that so that people understand it. Well, let me do this. I said this around the time that Patti LaBelle's Pies went out. Nobody listened. It was very ill-received, along with most of my videos. But I'm going to say this now because of the fact that when other people get on the bandwagon, all of a sudden it's okay to think like this. But when somebody who's not mainstream says it, it's like, what are you talking about? Get that mess out of here. Okay, so right now, today, mega churches are looking into alternate payment systems and alternate money and testing it. So now that you know that a mega church is looking into alternate money and testing it to see if it could financially help, maybe now you would listen. Because the mega church says it's okay. So now that the mega church says it's okay, maybe now some more people will listen to the concept of personally empowering yourself through alternate forms of currency, and then utilizing leverage-based payment systems over wage payment or wage income to change your life financially. Because in leverage-based payment systems, you don't need to get a job. You earn money by talking to other people and encouraging them to participate in a payment system. And the efforts that create a sale based on you talking is what gets you money. So when you suggest to somebody else use $1, do you get a commission for suggesting that that person use $1? No, you don't. That's the nature of fiat currency. It's a pyramid, one-way system that doesn't empower you. But leverage-based income empowers everyone who participates, because if I participate because of you, you get a commission. I'm trying to help somebody.